Belvedere's Funderburg House celebrates its 90th anniversary this month with a pair of events for people to learn more about the home's history. Today was an open house as it celebrated 9 decades since Hugh and Alec Funderburg moved into the home, which now bears their name. Saturday, people could learn about it and even take a new virtual tour of the place thanks to a grant from the Boone County Community Foundation. They will also host the Rocktober fundraiser from the museum on October 19th. Proceeds benefit help the Boone County Museum of History afford preservation and exhibit materials.
It's really special. It's a lot of fun when we actually have the whole house open, and it's fun when it's free because it just allows more people to experience a house who may not be able to otherwise. So it's special and it's fun and it's exciting.